Good afternoon, Cancer ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is just to go in and just give you your May's sex reading here, and I'll be following up and posting your June's reading shortly, okay? So what I've decided to do today is to go on and use my more erotic tarot deck here, the Manora, as we see already illustrated, shuffled, and arranged here, okay? I've also decided to just give you a bit more added advice with using a few other romance oracle cards and to just to add a bit more value into your situation here, okay? So prior to getting your reading, I'm going to just go on and get started to just discuss these oracle cards here and to see how much of an effect that they have on your tarot reading and see if they're actually echoing the same message that I'm seeing here. And if this reading resonates with you guys, go on and please give it a big thumbs up. And if you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay, let's go on and get started, okay? I'm kind of feeling that looking at these cards here, I'm kind of feeling that many of you have been kind of praying for um, your soulmate or for a lover to kind of come into your life here. I kind of feel too that you guys have also recently met someone new, okay? I'm also feeling that you've been having problems with a lover, I'm getting here, and it seems that your finances and your career, have been contributing factors that have been causing a lot of problems. With it doesn't appear to be with a new lover. I'm kind of getting is either with an ex that you've had problems with, whom you've had problems, or perhaps an existing type person that I'm kind of getting here. Okay. I'm also feeling a sense that for those two that you've been, those of you who have been having problems here, this card is kind of warning you here that you may want to pay attention to the red flags. And it doesn't mean that, it's something bad here, actually. It just means that you might need to have a conversation with a lover here because I'm feeling that a lot of you are kind of a bit bored and you just want to just step out and move on to another situation here. Okay. It also could, in fact, be too that you may want to kind of pay attention to, you know, a new person that you may have just met. Okay. And to really just take your time, really to try to really, as this card is kind of suggesting here, take your time to kind of really get to know one another and try not to rush into anything. Okay. And just taking a bit step back here, I feel that also with an existing relationship or connection that you've had with someone that you've been having problems, I feel that religious factors also is a factor, an element inherent too. I feel that your love life is really influenced by, really your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. And perhaps you might be finding yourself, pulling in people that are so diametrically opposed to who you really are as a person here. Okay? And I'm feeling that, you know, with this new person that you may have just recently met here, it seems that you have had a past life connection. So you're going to definitely feel this type of karmic impact or connection as you may have felt with an existing lover or someone that you've also had problems with. But I feel that this time around, though, this person that seems to be coming into your life is true love. They're offering you true love. And this is really going to be a romance of a lifetime here. Okay? And for those of you who are kind of having problems, struggling, even finding someone, if you're single here, you may want to let your friends, help you, because it seems that they're available to help you, as well as if you're having problems in a relationship, you might want to talk it over with a friend, to get, useful advice. Okay? So now let's go on and just look at your tarot cards here, and I'm going to make a few general observations, and then I'm going to get into these cards, okay? So it looks like here from the predominance, just looking at the predominance of suit here, you have a predominance of major and swords cards. So that connection or combination shows that destiny is indeed at play, and you might want to try to take your hands off the situation and kind of let go and let God, because it looks like this situation, as it relates to your love life, is very paramount to you. Okay, and I feel that you are kind of presently questioning what actions that you would take or even the actions that another might take. But understand that when you're having all of that predominance of swords here, it's a lot of conflict, worry, and arguments inherent, as well as strife, you know? And then you also have three sixes here appearing in your reading. So that shows that, it shows a completion of a project or a cycle. And it also shows that perhaps a goal has in fact been achieved and there will be reason for some type of celebration. It all represents it shows talks about friends and colleagues, and it shows that they're going to really provide you with new opportunities here, which is why this card is saying let your friends kind of help you here. And success and prosperity and achievement are known to come when you have that particular combination in your reading here because again it's all about hidden chances. And it looks at Job, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to certainly have a moment's respite here with this card and with having really, an optimistic approach to your affairs. And if you kind of make efforts towards those affairs, you're going to be rewarded. And I'm seeing that a lot of improvements are going to be happening for you. Okay. You also have a major timing conjunction here showing in your reading because the Lover's card, as we see here, okay, which is, as we know, is a card all about decisions and choices. That card, ladies and gentlemen, it falls directly, before that two of air there that kind of sits right next to that. Okay? So this kind of denotes that a major cycle has ended for you. And since, ladies and gentlemen, too often, they usually denote conflict with couples. An event may have occurred about a month ago, I'm getting, involving some form of communication that you may have had with a lover. Because I'm seeing a lot of phone calls or other telephonic type communications here. Okay? I'm also seeing there's a strong possibility that some of you may have recently opened some type of a shop for a business or a restaurant or even, in fact, a gallery of some sort here that I'm getting here. We're just looking at some of your combinations here. Okay? I'm also feeling that there appears to be a medical health issues, and I'm feeling that because you have the two of airs there and you have the star, it looks like it's an eyesight or a vision type issue that I'm kind of getting. Okay? I'm also seeing the possibility of a drunkard or a drunken type person that's around you or drug related type violence, okay, or domestic type violence here because you have the five of airs there as well as a devil card, okay? Some of you even might even have a houseboat of some sort where you can kind of reside here because you have the six of airs there and you have the ten of earth, okay? So just bringing out a few, other things that I'm seeing here with your reading here. And I'm also seeing, as I was saying here by just viewing your romance oracle cards here, it looks to me that a new relationship is forming because you have the lovers as well as the stars. Okay? Or you will soon meet someone and it's kind of suggesting that this person is going to really have strong romantic feelings towards you, okay? True love here is going to feel like a past life type connection, a karmic type connection, or vice versa. Or you could be having those feelings for him or her. And some of you might meet this person either perhaps via a blind date or via friends, okay, again, letting your friends help you, okay, or either some type of through social media or gatherings or particularly during the holiday or graduation or etc. We do know that Memorial Weekend is coming up, okay? And you do, in fact, certainly have a soulmate type connection here, okay? Further echoing the fact that this is a past life type relationship. You have the Ten of Earth there, and you have the lovers as well as the stars, okay? However, I'm also seeing that infidelity is certainly present in your situation here because you have the Two of Airs, the Devil, as well as the Ten of Earth there, you know? Either infidelity is present or you or your lover is dating someone that perhaps already married or they may already be committed perhaps to someone else. Again, a reminder to pay attention to the red flags because you already know what's going down here, right? There's also a strong possibility, ladies and gentlemen, of a separation or a divorce, because it seems like one of you has really lost interest or might be in the midst of a breakup here because you have the five of airs there as well as the devil. Okay? So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on and just, try to just, you know, get into your reading here. But I'm also feeling a strong sense that it looks like some of you may be even having problems with your back and your spine area. You know, it looks like it's a chronic or long term pain type situation. And I'm also getting a sense too there may be, you know, health trouble involving the reproductive system that I'm kind of getting. Okay. And I'm also feeling too that some of you may even be feeling that your job might be in jeopardy in a sense because you're feeling a bit undermined, I'm getting. Okay, so let's get right on started here and look at the bottom card. We have the Seven of Earth here. So with the Seven of Earth, Saturn is in Taurus. This card is all about reevaluation, dissatisfaction, indecisions, and patience. So I feel that many of you will be kind of reevaluating your position as it relates to your romantic situation, and I feel that, you know, it looks like that you've been kind of very disappointed because it seems that you put in so much effort into your situation, and I feel that some of you might feel that you're kind of a bit wasting your time here. You see how she's just pondering over all of these things, that those letters that she's written. It's no results that she seems to be getting, you know. But the good thing about this card, ladies and gentlemen, that this card really does urge us, patience. But I feel that you're definitely going to be very indecisive of whether you kind of really want to continue with someone, because this card kind of also represents an auspicious change. And only this change, really manifests itself successively if you are willing to kind of be patient and kind of, remain a bit more optimistic. I feel that you can certainly improve your sex life with this person if you try, but you have to have some type of discussion. And some of you might need to, even see a counselor, if personally, if you really want to be with this person. However, although things will kind of move a bit slowly, this card is kind of saying that you might want to try to remain with someone despite the difficulties if you're really feeling that you can salvage things, because all things good, it comes in time here. And some of you are in a bit of a hurry, I'm feeling, to reach the level of commitment you desire with someone. So the key here, it seems to be that it's kind of telling you that you might want to just slow down and just take your time, you know? So let's go on and look at your past. You have the Queen of Waters. Okay, so that connects with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So what this card is suggesting to me is that although someone, had a very difficult time opening up, really, because you see how she's just looking down, she seems bored. Open up his or her feelings here. Many pursued you, I'm getting. And I feel that maybe a lover perhaps really relied on you heavily here, in the past here. Because again, your efforts here and feeling that you've kind of put in a lot of work and wasting time, I'm feeling. And I feel that cheating was a very strong element. And you dealt with superficial type relationships or either fast fling type relationships. And I feel that this person perhaps may have been a bit shy, irrational, nurturing, but mysterious in some way, lazy, a bit wishy washy. This person could have possibly worked in the medical field or works in the arts and crafts, fashion, or as a counselor or service type field. It could represent them or it could represent what you yourself, okay? So let's look and see what's going on in the present. Oh my gosh, we have the devil there. So with the devil, that refers to a Capricorn. So this card is all about bondage, being in domination and being obsessed, all about addictions and lust for feelings. So someone is very controlling here in your situation and very codependent. Financially, I'm getting it. And that's why you can see that perhaps finance and career is a factor or are a factor here. And I feel that many of you are also seem to be hoping to kind of reconcile with someone. But I don't feel that you've had, much success. Or in fact, many of you might even be involved in an abusive situation where drugs and excessive use of alcohol is involved, and constant argument or pointing of fingers. And I'm kind of feel that you're feeling very immobilized or depressed, and a lover is kind of very manipulative, I'm getting, or either playing sex games with you. If it's not you, it's with someone with whom you're dealing. Okay? It could be an ex or an existing lover. However, in any event, I feel that many of you are refusing, ladies and gentlemen, to really let go of a situation you know isn't really working for you. Because this person appears to be very materialistic. And this person, rest assured, has multiple attachments. Very destructive, and again, on drugs or, drinking excessively. Very spiteful, very sadistic, as well as narcissistic as well. Okay, that I'm kind of getting here. Okay, so let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen, and just look at what you really want in the way of out of a relationship and how you're really feeling about your lover here. Okay, you have a promising card. You have the star. So with the stars, it refers to an Aquarius, an air sign. And I feel that many of you want to kind of renew your feelings, ladies and gentlemen, with a lover. Renew your commitment, even to revitalize your sex life. Because these feelings, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, can go vice versa. So you see the person as being inspiring, as a good prospect, successful, positive, and even one who you may feel karmically linked, or again, a past life type connection here. Or it could be how they're feeling about you. I'm feeling that you are, in fact, praying your situation will be different. Okay? And you certainly feel that you are, in fact, their lucky star. Okay, so let's move right along and look at how they are kind of feeling about you here and what they really want. We have the lovers there. So with the lovers, that refers to, once again, an air sign, but this time a Gemini. Okay? So they really want you, and they really feel you are right for them, and they really want to kind of make a stronger commitment. Okay? They feel you feel the same way, I'm kind of getting here, but it looks like they're feeling that you really need to make a choice here. And it seems that you're at a crossroad, or both of you might be, because there's more than one person that seems to be involved in your situation here. And it seems that one partner that you may be with may be a bit bored, and the other person may be a bit adventurous, and you just want to go on and just have a little fun here. But it seems that a discussion is required if you want to bring things back to a ready state with someone with whom you've been estranged. Okay? So in any event, you must consider all sides before making a rash, before you make any type of haphazard decisions here. Okay? So let's look more so into the sexual factors in your situation here. Okay, we have the two of airs. So with that card, it connects once again. You have a lot of air in your reading. This is the moon is in Libra with this card, and it's in the first 10 degrees of Libra. So this card is certainly all about stalemated type situations. It's all about suppression and blocked feelings and confusion, okay? So as you would imagine, the two of you might not be really even communicating, or at least not communicating your true needs, okay? And I feel that you or both of you may be a bit emotionally shut down, which has contributed to the stress and the problems that you've been having. And the confusion lies, I'm feeling, in the fact that you are trying to make a decision between two people, and you're unsure of which way to go. And it's hard for you to decide, and it's because you have a lack of trust, you know? And when you have a lack of trust, it makes it more and more, it makes it even harder. But when you have a lack of trust, it kind of tells you might want to just move on to someone new too. And then the next card here, we have the Ten of Earth. So with that card, it connects, of course, Earth sign, but Mercury is in Virgo with this card. So I feel that despite your fears, I feel that you did or you do enjoy having sex, with a lover. And I feel that, but it looks like one of you might be a bit more considerate than the other, I feel. Because while the lover wants some, it looks like one of you wants, it seems, a more uninhibited type relationship. You want the relationship to be more free flowing, okay? And one of you may not be with that type of situation here. Okay, so let's look at what your potential challenges might bring you here. We have the Five of Air here. So you see that this symbolism is showing this woman with her back turned, with this, um, the person, the lover, reaching for her. Okay, so this certainly is showing here with this card. Venus is in Aquarius. That your challenge would be is not being open minded and kind of communicating once again your true feelings, and not forgiving someone who has hurt you, or even not apologizing if you've hurt them, you know, or really not being discreet, okay, or watching how and what you're saying. Or a challenge too is not to gloat in your situation. A challenge would be not to cry or simply feel defeated or even be tempted once again to cause harm to anyone. So let's give you a bit more advice here. We have the Four of Fires, which is a very passionate card here. Venus is in Aries. And so this card is suggesting you that you might want to welcome new friendships and invitations of all sorts, and really take time out to rest and relax and to enjoy this upcoming holiday here. It certainly looks like the symbolism in this card is enjoying themselves, right? But don't count on seeing someone you really want to see this month. I'm kind of getting. But another certainly is going to reach out to you, and you're going to have fun, I'm getting. So do what really feels right for you, ladies and gentlemen. And let's look at, if you follow the advice given, let's look at what the potential outcome might be in your situation. We have the Six of Air. So with that card, Mercury is in Aquarius. So I kind of see you making a decision to kind of really, let your troubles go and move forward with someone new, you know? Because many of you are kind of tired of the games, and thus I feel you don't want to continue on with this person, or the feeling of even or thought of continuing on this person is to you is feeling a bit worthless or fruitless in some way. Okay? And I feel that although you are hurt, yeah, I feel that you are hesitantly attempting, really to move forward with this card due to maybe there may be some risk involved. However, if you don't want this to happen or don't want to move on from a lover that you've been having problems with, you have to have this deep conversation here. And you'll really need to have more honest communication. This means, ladies and gentlemen, exposing secrets. And you must express them and discuss them. Okay? So let's give you a bit more part and advice prior to closing here. Okay? Understand that love, in fact, endures, ladies and gentlemen. Love certainly does not give up, or it doesn't lose faith. Love is hopeful, and it really does withstand every situation. So again, you have a choice on whom you would like to be with here. You know, once again, have faith. Trust your faith in the situation here, and maybe you might want to decide to, if you've harmed somebody or hurt someone, or maybe someone new that you kind of seeing, you may want to try to do something for someone, or give your attention to that person. Okay, to further emphasize that fact, express your love through gifts. Sometimes a small token of love can really convey a lot of appreciation. So, what is it today, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to surrender? Okay? Surrender addictions, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're addicted, ladies and gentlemen, to substances, food, people, or even sex, or overworking yourself, try to take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, your belief in scarcity. Understand that the universe is really asking you to kind of open up the infinite nature of abundance. Because in this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Because it seems again that finances and career is affecting your situation. Okay? And in order to bring more intimacy into your life, surrender to play. Okay? Take a break from overthinking a goal or a situation and really try to do something fun, ladies and gentlemen. Because understand that play is certainly a time of recreation as well as rejuvenation. Okay? And surrender your fear of change. Okay? Because understand that the universe is certainly reminding you that you are cared for always. And whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or even in fact, your relationship, as we've been discussing, or even for some of you, fear of aging and death, repeat the affirmation that I have faith that all is indeed well. Okay? So, this is what I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope to receive or hear from you in terms of your comments. Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you've yet to, if you need a more personal reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. And all of that information will be provided in the description box. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.